Okay, now let's find the square root of a number. To do that, let's compare this to the standard division. Let's do it. Imagine that we have any number, let's say 6, 7, 5, 6, 5, for example, and we divide this by 32. And also, let's find the square root of this number. In this case, that is 6, 7, 5, 6, 5, square root, correct? Okay, let's do it. How do we do for the division? Well, because we have 2 right here, we start with 2, sometimes with 3 at the beginning, and then we're taking 1 by 1. Right here is a little bit different. We take sets of 2 digits, of 2 numbers. We start from the right to the left, in this way. So it's gonna be the first set, the second set, and the third set is gonna be only 1 digit. Okay, let's go back to the division, and then what do we have? Well, in this case, this is gonna be 3, right? Remember, we're looking for a number, well, x, that multiplied by this, 32 is gonna be this number or close to that number. Okay, great. And well, in this case, it's gonna be 2 times 32 is going to be 34. Remember, we subtract and we have 3, and then we are taking down each digit, correct, in that order. For example, it's going to be 5, it's going to be 1 in this case, it's going to be negative 32, correct, it's going to be 3. Let's bring down the next digit, and it's going to be 1 again, it's going to be 32, we subtract, correct. It's gonna be 4, the next one 5, and again it's 1. Oh my god, negative 32 is gonna be 3, it's gonna be 1. If we want to find decimals, remember we add a 0, we take the decimal points right here, and we continue in that way. Okay, now something is similar in this case when we have the square root. Okay, one more time, we divide the number by its set of 2 digits, starting from the right to the left, as we did right here. Okay, so now this one set, another set, and the last group right here. Okay, for the last one, which is 6, we're looking for a number that, taking the square of that number, is equals to this number or close to this one. So the best one is 2, correct? 2, it's gonna be 2 squared. We can take 3, but 3 is gonna be 9, is more than 6. Okay, it's gonna be 2 squared, gonna be 4. And we have procedure in the same way we did for division, correct? It's gonna be 2, and later we take down the next set. In this case, it's 2 digit, 75. And now we're looking for a number that is dividing this number similarly to this one. Okay, to do that, the number is twice this number, correct? In this case, we multiply this. This is the root, right? This is the square root. It's going to be the value. This one is multiplied by 2 and placed right in the set for this number, new number. Okay, perfect. And then we need to guess, as we did right here, right? For a number x, we call it x, and x right here, that if we multiply this x by these 2 numbers, it's gonna be this value or close to this value. How we can do that? Well, x goes with 5 and 4 goes with 27. So we can say 27 divided by 4 is gonna be what? 6. We can try 6. Let's see what happens. Let's try 6. 6. Remember, it's the same number right here. 6 times 6, 36. Wait, 6 times 4, 24, and 3, 27. Well, it's a little bit larger than the other one, so the value is gonna be then 5, correct? Let's go to 5. It's gonna be 5 right here and 5 right here. Okay, and let's repeat the calculation. It's gonna be 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 4 is 20, it's gonna be 22, correct? And we subtract again. And what do we have? 0. What else? We have 5. Perfect. Now let's continue. Let's take the set, which is 65. 65. And one more time, we multiply this root and place it right here. Multiply it by 2. And then what do we have? 25 times 2 is gonna be 50. Correct? 50. Okay, and one more time, we are looking for a number, how to guess it, right? That multiply this by this whole number is gonna be this number or close to that number. And how we can do that? Well, we said x goes with 5, 0 with 6, and 50 goes with 5. So the best way is say 50 divided by 5 is gonna be 10, but we can use 10, correct? We can use maybe 9 or 8. Let's try 9. Okay, so the value that we're looking for is gonna be 9 and 9 right here. And we multiply, correct? So it's gonna be 9 times 9 is 81, correct? And 9 times 5 is 45. Okay, and we subtract again. And then what do we have? It's gonna be 4, it's gonna be 8, it's gonna be 4. And this is the square root of this value, right? Also, we can continue, you find in the decimals. In that case, we have to add 2 zeros. Imagine that that's the case. Let's find the first decimal. So what do we have? 484. Okay, so it's gonna be 484. Okay, let's continue this way. And now let's add 2 zeros. The same thing as right here, right? We add 1 0, and right here we add 2 zeros. Okay, perfect. And now let's go to this number. One more time, we multiply the new value by 2. And what do we have? 2 times 9, 18. Gonna be 11, gonna be 4, 5. Okay, now one more time, let's look for this number, x right here and x right here. This x multiplied this number is gonna be close to this one, or exactly that one. Okay, great. Let's do it, let's try to guess it. It looks like a 45 goes with 5. Correct, so 45 divided by 5 is gonna be 9. Well, we can try 9, we can guess it. Okay, let's guess 9. Okay, gonna be 9 and 9 right here. And let's do it. So 9 times 9 is 81, 9 times 8, 72. Gonna be 80, correct. 9 times 1 is 1 and 8 is 7, correct. 9 times 45, 146. Then we do right the subtraction, and it looks like this is gonna be the square root. Let's check it. We have a calculator, we can do it. Okay, let's do it. It's gonna be the square root, okay, of 6, 75, 65, correct? Okay, enter. It's gonna be 259, 9, then we have 3 because to continue we need to add more zeros as we do for division. And it's the same technique, you can see it? Okay, one more, let's do another one, another example. Now let's take, right here we have 5 digits, let's take 8 digits, 10 digits, doesn't matter. Okay, let's say 8 digits, okay, 8 digits. And let's follow the same steps. Perfect. Let's say 8 digits. 8, 7, 6, 4, 0, 1, 5. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 2. Okay, 2. Perfect. Let's take again the square root. Hopefully we have enough room right here. And the same thing. As before, remember we divide by set of 2 digits from the right to the left. This is 1, 2, and 3. So this is the last set. We start with this number. In this case, it's 87. Okay, now let's find a number that multiplied by itself, I mean the square, is equals to 87 or close to 87, and that number is 9. Okay, that happens only at the beginning. Okay, we take the square at the beginning, and later we're looking for the numbers right and follow the steps similarly to the division. Okay, perfect. So 9 times 9 is 81. It's gonna be 6. Okay, now let's bring down the next set, 64. And now we are in this line, correct? And remember, up to that, we multiply the square root by 2 and place it right here. In this case, 2 times 9 is 18. Perfect. Now, one more time, let's look for this number right here, that this number multiply the whole thing, it must be close or equals to this number. Great. Again, x was with 4, 8 with 6, and 1 with 6. So we can say that maybe what? 4, 30, no, 3, right? The best one is gonna be 3. Okay, and we do the calculation. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 1 is 3, and 2 is 5. Correct? And this is 5, this is 1, okay, and this is 1 right here. Perfect. Now let's take the other set down, correct, and now this is the line for this number. And again, let's multiply the square root by 2 and place it right here. And what is that? It's gonna be 6, 186. And the same thing, let's repeat the steps. Let's look for a number right here and right here. This number multiply the whole thing to get a closer number to this value. Perfect. One more time, gonna be x with 1, 6 with 0, 8 with 5, and 1 with 11. So it looks like it's gonna be 11 or 10, but we cannot go for 11 or 10. So we can go maybe for 6, correct? Maybe for 6 or 5. Let's see, maybe 5. Let's try 5. Let's see what happens. So we have 5 or 6. We can try 6. Okay, 6. 6 times 6, 36. 6 times 6, 36, and 3 is 9. 6 times 8, 48, and 3 is 51. Okay, 6 times 1 is 11. Okay, perfect. Let's see if we can work with this. It's gonna be 5, it's gonna be 0, it's gonna be 2, 3, correct? That is 0, 0. Okay, great. Now, let's continue. Let's bring the next set right here. It's gonna be 52, and let's go for the next line. One more time, let's multiply the square root by 2 and place it right here. Correct? This is times 2. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 9 is 18. Okay, perfect. Now, let's look for the new number right here and right here. Multiplying this by this must be close to this value. And what do we have? Well, let's do gonna be x with 2, 2 with 5, 7 with 5, 8 with 0, and 1 with 3. So 3 divided by 1 is 3, but because of this 8, we can take it maybe 2, correct? Or it looks like it's gonna be 1, right? It looks like it's gonna be 1 right here. Let's see what happens if we have 2. Okay, 2 and 2. Let's see what happens. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 8 is 16. And 2 times 1 is 1. It's gonna be 3. Okay. You can see we can do that, right? So it's gonna be 1. Okay, perfect. So the best case right here is 1, 1, and 1. And well, we have the same. This is 1, 2, 7, 8, and 1. Or it's gonna be 3. Okay, perfect. Let's do it's gonna be 1, it's gonna be 3, it's gonna be 8, it's gonna be 1, it's gonna be 1 right here. Because we are subtracting. Okay, great. Now imagine that we want to find the first decimal. Okay, point right here. And now we add 2 zeros to this number. And again, we multiply by 2 the new or the square root right here. What do we have? It's gonna be 2, what else? 12, 2, 12, what else? 6, 7, and 18. Okay, great. One more time, let's guess for this number right here and right here. And let's see, x work with 0, 2 with 0, 2 with 1, 7 with 3, 8 with 8, and 11 with 1. Well, we can say that this is, we can use, what about 6 or 7? It looks like it's gonna be 6, but before, right? Plus 3, okay, 6. Let's try 6 and see what happens. 6 right here and 6 right here. And let's do it. 6 times 6, 36. 6 times 2, 12. 15. 6 times 2, 12, 13. Right. 6 times 7, 42. 43. 6 times 8, 48. And 3, 51. Correct. It's gonna be 11. Okay, and then we just do the subtraction. It's gonna be what? 4. It's gonna be 4. It's gonna be 7. It's gonna be 9. It's gonna be 6. Okay, so we found that the square root is for this big number 9361.6. Okay, let me double check it. Let me double check it and see what happens. Square root of 876401 52. Enter. Wow, 9361.6, 3 and so on. Right? If we want to go for more digits or decimals, we add another 2 zeros, right? We multiply by 2 this number and we continue right in that process. Got it? So again, this is the way how we can solve any number, positive number, right? And find the square root for that number. Okay, great. Hopefully it's gonna help you to do it. You need some practice and you will see it's very easy. Okay, thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.